So how you been since the last interview, dude? You got a couple big news. You got the Caceres fight, dude. So February 27th. So how do you feel about it, dude? Because like I know in the last interview you were saying that like you're in talks to trying to get that fight, but then your team was also thinking about like, you going down to like bantamweight. So like what went into the decision? And yeah, man.
Uh, I mean, very little went into the decision on my part. My
Mm.
coach asked me if I say yes, and I say yes, and there it is. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what was going on behind the scenes, but yeah, I mean, there have been a couple names thrown out, and this is the one we got, and I'm pumped. Obviously, I asked for it, so I'm excited.
Yeah, no, and especially since, like you said, it's like in the last interview, you were saying that, like, this was originally going to be your first fight in the UFC, but then obviously you got hit with COVID and all that. But I mean, but if anything, dude, like, your first win was legendary, so like, everything worked out, so it's good, dude. It's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's perfect. I had a sick debut, got my name out there, and then now I get to take somebody with a name. I mean, Alex has been in the UFC for a long time. He's got a lot of fights. A lot of people know him, and I'm about to take that name and hang it on my wall.
Yeah, and then it's like, I know they haven't revealed the location, so like, do you know where the fight's gonna be, or it's kind of like up in there, like, they'll let you know probably like the week before or something like that.
Be in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, probably
Yep.
be in Vegas. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's in Vegas.
Yeah. And then like on your Instagram, like you were saying that you're gonna like release like weekly vlogs, dude. So like when like can fans expect to see that? And then is it gonna be on your YouTube channel or how's
Yeah,
that gonna work?
so I got the first one. I got the first one now, and I'm just kind of waiting to upload it. I'm thinking I might do it on Monday. Just apparently Monday or during the week is a good time to do it. I don't know, man. I don't know too much about this. I'm just listening to people. But yeah, I got one. I am excited. It will be on my YouTube, but I only have like 76 subscribers on my YouTube, so I think the first few I'll probably do on IGTV as well,
Mhm.
and then I'll have like the 4K version on my YouTube. So, yeah,
Yeah, man. If anything, bro, do like all the channels you've done interviews with, like we're pretty sure we'll make sure to promote it. You've been good to
nice.
us, so like we have to repay the favor, dude. So that's awesome.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I have fun, so that's all that matters, I guess.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Definitely. Dude, so like I've been meaning to ask you. So like since your last win, so like I guess there was some news that like I mean, I guess like the Nevada commission suspended you for 4 months. So like what went into that? So like is there something that like happened that like they suspended you for 4 months or
Yeah, I mean, I took the fight on 36 hours notice, and I got high. I smoked weed 40 hours before the fight. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Because I didn't have a fight 40 hours ago, and yeah, so I tested positive for weed, and even though it is legal in the state of Nevada, Nevada is fucking with me. So I mean, whatever, it is what it is. They turned my win into a no contest, but who gives a fuck? It was on ESPN. Everybody saw it. I bet that guy don't feel like it's a no contest. You know what I mean? Like, I got paid. Who fucking cares?
No, yeah, definitely, dude. Like, like you said, it's still a win. Like it was still a legendary moment. So, I mean, and for the fact that Nevada to suspend you for weed, it makes no sense, dude. It makes no
Right.
sense. Like,
Especially once again, it's legal there. Like,
yeah.
I went to a dispensary and bought it after the fight and paid tax.
Hmm.
And they're fucking with me. But I mean, whatever. It's all about to get changed. I just kind of got fucked over in the process, but whatever, like it is what it is.
And when it comes to that, dude, so like, let's say you get suspended in Nevada, and like, I know there's not like a lot of places that the UFC can hold events right now, but like,
Right.
when it comes to like getting suspended in Nevada, so like, does that mean that you just can't compete anywhere? So like, let's say if like it was Fight Island, and then like they offered
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Yeah, no, I can fight anywhere except Nevada, except with COVID. The only places are Fight Island and Vegas.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, I mean, whatever.
Like you said, I mean, a win's a win, so you're good, dude. So, yeah, dude. But speaking of Fight Island, dude, you watching the events next week? So, like, I mean, it's 3 events. I mean, three
I am.
weeks. So it's like, what are your thoughts on that? So, I mean, like, let's start with the first fight, Qatar and on Holloway, and then it's big for the UFC. It's gonna be on
Yeah.
ABC. So, like,
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
Like I
that's
want to get your
crazy, right?
yeah, so like I want to get
That's
your thoughts
awesome.
on that, like from Spike TV to ABC, and then yeah, like your predictions on the fight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, like you're saying, from Spike TV to ABC Maine, I mean, I think it's cool as fuck. I'm on ESPN already.
Mhm.
Now it's ABC. All I've ever really wanted was people to be able to watch my fights easily. It's always weird, when like you have some link that's all sketchy and the show's sketchy and stuff, and it's hard for your friends to watch. So man, I mean, it's pretty awesome. You can just turn on ABC and see it. So I mean, that's awesome. Obviously, as far as Holloway and Cater go, man, I think I don't want. I hate going against Holloway because I mean I'm a huge fan. I think he's an amazing fighter, a pioneer in the sport. But man, I think Cater might do it. He's a savage. He's got really really good boxing. I mean, it's going to be a great fight. These next 3 weeks are going to be sick for sure.
Mm-hmm. And definitely, dude. I mean, then after that, you got Neil Magny and Chiesa. It was supposed to be Hasman and Leon, which would have been crazy. But then again,
COVID strikes again.
yeah. But I mean, what can you do? So I mean, that's another fight. So do you think Neil's gonna pull that off, or do you think Chiesa's gonna keep moving up the ranks?
Yeah, man. I'm going to go with Chiesa. I
Mhm.
think. I just like it, and I mean that's not has nothing to do with skill or anything. That's just me going on the fact that I like him. So that's
Yeah,
who I'm picking.
yeah. And then after that, dude, the main event. So like, UFC 257, what everyone's talking about, McGregor coming back against Dustin Poirier. So like, do you
Yeah.
think it's gonna be the same thing that happened in the first match, or you think it's gonna be, a more contested fight? Poirier has a chance of winning maybe in the later rounds, as everyone's saying, or do you think McGregor's just gonna be same old McGregor?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I think it being 5 rounds, if it can get out of the first few, probably helps Poirier a little bit. However, I mean, I think it just kind of depends on what McGregor shows up. You
Mm,
know, I mean, apparently that loss to Khabib lit a fire under his ass again, and he's been training. He's been training really hard. But I mean, I think that's kind of the point is who shows up. I think if McGregor, who fought Eddie Alvarez, shows
mm.
up, like I think that's a hard dude to beat. I don't know if anybody in the division, minus Khabib, is taking him out. So I think if they both show up at 100%, McGregor wins for sure.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, dude. And then yeah, dude, for your team, Glory MMA, dude. So like, these next couple of months are gonna be big. Megan Anderson, she's gonna be fighting Amanda Nunes. So was it March 6th? So
Yeah.
like, dude, you're in the training room with her, and then it's like tell me how like the vibe of like the team goes, especially like when like they know that someone in the team's gonna get like a big title shot. So like does like the vibe of the room changes, or like, every day is just kind of the same old business, but like you guys are all savages. So
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, I don't really think anything ever changes. It's like whether you have the big fight or you don't, like we're
mm,
all working for the big fight. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't think anything has changed at all. Like James runs a tight ship. Nobody can slack off. Nobody can miss a day. We're all putting in the work. So I mean, yeah, I don't really think it changes that much. I mean, but that being said, is yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of big fights coming up. So I mean, everybody is there working, but man, we've all been working this whole time. I've been in camp basically since my last fight. Like, I mean, it's been crazy. So it's gonna stay crazy.
yeah, dude. And then like after the Caceres fight, dude's like, I mean, for 2021, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to fight like three times a year? Do you kind of want to like wait until after the Caceres fight, see how you feel, and then go from there?
Yeah, I mean, I want to fight as much as possible. I want to fight. Uh, my goal is to be 4-0 in the UFC at least. 4-0 this year.
Mhm.
So yeah, I want to fight at least 4 times. But I mean, I'll fight as much as I can. Uh, I'm here to make that money, and I'm here to fight. I'm looking for domination and taking over. I feel like I'm kind of late to the party, and so I'm going to let the whole world know what's up. I'm here to take over.
Yeah, man, get those fight bonuses again, dude.
Right.
Have
That's
the
right.
have those things. So like, do you want all of them to be at featherweight, or is it one of those things that's like, dude, like if you get a fight at lightweight, featherweight, even bantamweight, you're like, I'm game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, we'll see. I don't necessarily want to take a fight at 55, but like I mean, I also don't give a fuck. Uh, and yeah, I mean, I do plan on going down to 35 at some point. I just am not quite sure yet. I feel like there's a few pretty good matchups for me at 45, and it's just easy to make the weight. So why put the stress on my body? I mean, but that being said, I don't really have too much control over it. I just do what I'm told to do. So we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like I said, man, you're the one grinding in there, so that's awesome, dude. That's
Oh, yeah.
awesome. So, dude, I've been meaning to ask you. So, I was watching your interview with Speakeasy Sports, and then you were talking about this one fight that you had in Europe that, like, you got the person's back, and then the referee got you off of him. Dude, I was watching it. I'm like, dude, that made no sense. So, like, I want to ask you, dude. So, like, when that happened, what the hell was going on through your mind? You're like, what the hell is this? Like, am I really getting taken off by the ref, or is just like I don't know?
Yeah, like I mean, if you watch the tape, it's on Fight Pass, so I
Mm,
mean everybody can watch it. But yeah, I mean, in my head, I remember thinking like, as the ref is forcibly removing me, I remember thinking you're gonna have to fucking kill me. And I mean, he almost kind of did. He ripped me off. That dude was roided up like a motherfucker, and
yeah.
he ripped me off. It took him a second, but he got me off. And then I immediately start cussing. I start cussing him out. Start cussing everybody out. I'm flipping everybody off, freaking out. And then as soon as I win the fight, I like the gravity hits me and I realize, oh shit, I just been cussing everybody out in another country. Like maybe this isn't good, you know. Then so I got humble real quick after I won, you know.
No, but dude, I think that was like the funniest thing because like the fact that right after, right, you see the clip, the guy has like a bandage on his head, and I mean you still won the fight, so like
Yeah.
regardless, but like you said, it's like the fact that you were cussing everyone out. Was it one of those that you're like, dude, I need to get the hell out of here quick, or is it?
So yeah, like I mean, when the fight was still going, I gave no fucks. I was pissed. I was cussing everybody out. Me and my coach were screaming. Uh, and then, yeah, the second I won, it's like the gravity of the situation hit me. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm in a country that I don't know anybody. I've been screaming at everybody. I just beat their champion. Like, you know, and so yeah, I got humble real quick. Like I said, I got on my knees and bowed, and you know, I mean, everything was cool. It was all fine. Everybody was really cool. It ended up taking me like 30, 45 minutes to get back to the locker room because everybody just wanted pictures and stuff. So like, I mean, it all ended up working out really well. But yeah, man, I mean, what a wild experience. I don't think, I mean, to my knowledge, that's the craziest thing that's ever happened in MMA. Like, I mean, by far, certainly to me, but that I've seen. I haven't seen any crazy shit like that happen to anybody else. And it's wild, and it's really cool for me as a fighter to be able to go through that and like to keep it together and still be able to fight and still be
Mm.
able to do that. Like uh, we saw that shit with uh fuck I can't remember his name, Tim
Well, like from when?
Yoel Romero and
Tim Kennedy?
yeah, Tim Kennedy,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
I
Tim
can't.
Kennedy.
It's my old teammate. I can't remember. Anyway, where like Yoel was sitting on the stool,
Mm.
and he like stayed on the stool for like an extra minute after the round was up, and like Tim starts freaking out, and he's like, "Hey, I won, I won, I won," and then like they go back, and they're like, "No, the fight's still going," and then like Yoel ends up winning. It's like that type of stuff where something happens that you're not expecting, that
Mm.
nobody foresaw. We've never been able to like visualize that because that shit doesn't happen very often, and that stuff can throw you off. And so, man, I'm just really proud of myself that I was able to keep it together and still go out there. And I mean, actually, probably performed a little bit better after that. I was angry, and you know, I fought a little bit better. So I don't know. I mean, it's just a good experience,
No, yeah, definitely. And like you
and
said,
it's
it's
a
like
hell of a story. Hell
oh,
of a story.
100%, dude. I mean, like, dude, when I saw that, like I said, it's like, I mean, by far, it's the craziest thing I've seen, out of me watching MMA. And like, the thing is, like, you always heard like Rogan saying about like, back in the day, like they would like, and especially in Japan, they would rig fights or something like that. So like, to actually see that on tape, that they were really trying to have their champion win. But then again, I mean, you still starched them, so good for
right.
you.
Well, it was so weird because they stop it, they wrap his head up, they send him back in, and then I take him down, and I get full mount, and I hit him in the gut a couple times, and they throw in the towel. Like, it was the weirdest. It was so weird. Like, whatever.
That's what I mean. I'm guessing you. I mean, do you still hear from like fans from like that day in that country to this day? Like in terms of social media, do they still hit you up, or is it?
Really? Yeah. I have a few people from Kazakhstan I still keep in contact with. Has some pretty good memories there.
I mean, that's true, dude. That's true. So, dude, so besides fighting and then besides all that, like, I mean, what else have you been up to, dude? So, like, has it just been just strictly just training, or is it kind of one of those things that you're like, you know what? I mean, I've gotten into movies, you know, during, I mean, especially since there's only not much to do nowadays. I mean, you know, stuff
Yeah.
is closed now. So, like, have you gotten into movies? Have you gotten into like new hobbies, or nah?
Man, I mean, I've always been into movies. I mean, I feel like I spend all of my energy at the gym, and so like sitting on the couch and hanging out is kind of the only other thing I do. I mean, for the most part, like I play a little guitar, I listen to some movies, I like to skateboard, but I mean, no, I mean, I don't do too much. I'm in the gym every fucking day, and that's my life, you know.
I mean, you're into movies, dude. So, like, give me your top five, like, dude. If you had to like just think at the top of your head, what's your top five
All
movies
right.
of all time?
So we got Pulp Fiction,
Mm-hmm.
The Big Lebowski, Princess Bride, probably Boondock Saints, and shit, man, maybe The Matrix.
The Matrix.
I like, The Matrix was my favorite movie forever growing up, and I think I just watched it again like maybe a few months ago. Just like, oh yeah, I do fuck with this. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing you're pumped though, because aren't they coming out with the third
Yeah,
installment? Is it
yeah.
this year or next
Fourth.
year?
It's the fourth one. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure when it's coming out. I know it's supposed to come out the same day as John Wick 4. So
Yeah.
that's cool. He's killing the game.
Dude, I still need to watch the John Wick movies, dude.
But,
Dude, I haven't seen them, bro.
yeah, they're sick as fuck for sure.
Yeah, I heard they were like he's actually like used some like legit jujitsu moves in the movie. So
Yeah,
it's not like that Nicolas Cage movie that he called it jujitsu, and
yeah,
they were like,
jujitsu. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but like it looks ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah, man, I feel like Keanu Reeves probably has the best job ever. Like he gets paid to train like a savage. You know what I mean? Like he gets to do all this combat training with weapons. He does all the jujitsu stuff. Like, I mean, yeah, man, it's awesome. I can only imagine how cool that job is.
I mean, what belt is he? I mean, he's like a blue belt, purple belt.
I thought he was a purple, but I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I
I mean,
think he's a purple.
so dude, so like, let's say if you ever like walked into Glory MMA, like, would you be the first one to call and be, hey man, let's roll right now, or it's kind of one of those like, hey man, I'm gonna give you some space and then we'll
Oh
see.
no, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely gonna roll with them, and I'm definitely gonna pull out my Bill and Ted. Wait, what? Wait, wait, what? You know,
yeah.
Point Break. You know, let's go, man.
Dude, that's another movie. I feel like he with Keanu, it's like he does roles that you would never expect him to do, especially with the Bill and Ted. Like I saw that, I'm like,
Right,
like in my head is like this isn't the Keanu Reeves that I always think, because the one I always think of is like the Matrix, and then obviously
right.
series movies, and then you see him do Bill and Ted, and you're like, dude, exactly like the same thing. It's like, wait, what?
Like Speed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like fucking go back and watch Speed again. Like it's the cheesiest, most lame thing, but like, yeah, it's crazy because he's one of those actors who his movies have just like progressively gotten better. You
Yeah.
know, obviously started out with Bill and Ted. I mean, Point Break, which I love Point Break, but it's a terrible movie. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's just like classic nostalgia, but it's horrible. You know, and then like there's a bunch of those, and then the Matrix, he's all right, and he's still kind of that wait, what in that, you know? But he's done some really good movies. He did a movie called I think it's called The Man of Tai Chi or something like that. Where I mean, he's doing some really cool martial arts movies, and with John Wick and everything. Like, yeah, man. I mean, he's definitely progressively gotten better as an actor.
And like I said, as a martial artist, I mean, I feel like he's like one of the legit dudes that like actually doing like like actual martial arts. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to call out Steven Seagal, but I mean, I don't think.
I mean, why not? Fuck that guy.
You know what I mean? Like I see him and I see him do the little like I don't even know what the hell he does, but I see
Yeah, like Aikido, dog. If like I'll get on Steven Seagal trip and just like watch his fat ass fucking flip people over. It's so ridiculous. Like watching like some of the demonstrations he'll do in Russia and shit.
Mm.
It's fucking silly, man.
Dude, it's like the McDojo stuff, and like the fact that
Yeah, yes, I love McDojo, dude. It's so funny.
yeah, and dude, and like it makes me think. It's like remember when like Anderson Silva was doing a little something with him, dude. At that point, do you think he was just being a master troll and just kind of like just trolling? Everyone's like, yeah, man, I'm working on Steven Seagal. He's showing me some stuff, or it's kind of like one of those things that like Anderson was really believing what he was learning.
I mean, obviously, I don't know Anderson. I got to meet him one time and sign autographs next to him. So like highlight of my life, that's really cool. But I mean, I don't know him. I would like to think that it was all kind of a joke. You know what I mean? But like I know he came out, he walked out with them for that Vitor Belfort fight, and that's the fight he front kicked him. And then after the fight, Steven Seagal's like, yeah, I taught Silva that move. It's like, bro, like that's the easiest. Like my 3-year-old niece knows that move. You know what I mean? That's like the one move we all know. You just kick. It's fucking hilarious, man.
God damn, dude. So yeah, dude. So like in terms of movie, are you a big like Marvel fan when it comes to that? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to get your thoughts, dude. So this is the debate I always have with my friends: Endgame or Infinity War. Like, if you had to pick, I mean, I know it's basically the same movie, right? Because it's obviously part 1, part 2. But at the same time, it's like, dude, if you had to pick, like, random night, you're like, dude, Endgame or Infinity War, which one do I put on and why?
I mean, I guess in game, just because like it's the last one. However, I think my favorite is probably Civil War.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that was an
Civil War
awesome
was
one.
sick. Fucking Captain and Bucky versus Iron Man at the end, like sick fight scenes,
Yeah.
really cool. I think that's probably my favorite out of all of them. But I mean, in-game is for sure just nostalgic and everything, Iron Man getting taken out. Yeah, I mean, sick for sure. I'm a huge fan.
Did you watch it in theaters or was it one of those that you just kind of like?
I did.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, dude.
I think 2 or 3 times.
Dude, it's like one of those things. It's like, especially, like, it's one of those experiences that you'll never forget. Because I just remember, like, coming up, like, normally, like, people you always like to spoil the movie for themselves before they go. But I feel like that was like that one of like the few movies that people just didn't. They were like, no, dude, I want to go in there with no information at all. And like the reactions, like when like you said, like when Tony Stark did the little Thanos snap, and then everyone just cheered. I feel like it's 10 years of buildup, and I don't know if we're ever gonna get it again in the Marvel universe, especially with like Iron Man gone, Cap's gone. I mean, they're doing those Disney Plus shows, but like at this point, I don't know if they're gonna get to that peak that they did with Endgame.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, for sure. Like you said, I mean, 10 years of buildup. I mean, everything just worked for that. Definitely, whoever planned that shit out definitely deserves all the money that they are making for sure. Yeah, I don't know, but I am pumped to see Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
that's going to be a TV show. Is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah,
or is that a movie?
No, it's a TV show. I don't know when the exact date is. I know Wanda and Vision's coming up like next week or 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And I feel like that's gonna, from what I've been hearing, it's gonna have some like implications with like the new Spider-Man movies, which are like the multiverse and stuff. Because I don't know if you've been keeping up with the rumors, but they might get Toby and Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I mean they have to. They have to. As soon as that movie came out, and then there was like leaks that they're gonna have Garfield and Toby. I mean they have to. That's perfect for it. And yeah, I mean I'm pumped, man. I really like Garfield. I wish. I thought he's probably my favorite Spider-Man. Actually, I thought fucking Garfield did a really good job. Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm guessing like I was just about to ask you, like, dude, if you had a favorite Spider-Man, I'm guessing Andrew Garfield's your favorite one then, huh?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked how they did like the more back to the original comics with because it was Gwen Stacy. Like Emma Stone played Gwen Stacy, who is who is his original love interest,
Yeah.
and then he kills her, and that like makes Spider-Man Spider-Man, you know? So like, yeah, I really dug how they did that personally. And yeah, I mean, obviously Tobey Maguire's the first one. I'll love that forever, but I think he's my favorite. Garfield was my favorite, I think.
Yeah, you know, like what my gripe was like the Amazing Spider-Man like movies. The villains, dude, I can never get behind the villains. Besides,
Yeah.
like the Green Goblin, the one that killed. I mean, spoiler alert for whoever someone hasn't watched this, but like, at the
Right.
same time, it's like it's been years, so you should have watched it
Only
by now.
20 years old, so whatever.
Yeah, but like I don't know, dude. I just feel like in terms of like the Green Goblin and the Amazing Spider-Man compared to like the Harry Osborn of like the OG ones, I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know. I feel like in terms of the villains in the OG like movies, I can get behind. In terms of
Yeah.
like this, yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah. William Defoe as the Green Goblin was
Yeah, yeah.
amazing, for sure.
Alfred Molina as Doctor Ock.
Yeah, man. I want to see. I'd like to see William Defoe play the Joker sometime.
Yeah.
That's who I want. But I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Doesn't he have a role in like the DC universe or something like that? I could be wrong. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Dude, speaking of the DC universe, did you see what they're doing with Batman now? Well, besides Robert Pattinson, like they're gonna have that, but did you see the other Batman they just casted? They replaced Ben Affleck with Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton from the OG Batman movie.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wait. So are they gonna do like have you seen Flashpoint Paradox?
I don't know. I mean, I would guess. At the same
Okay.
time, it's like Michael Keaton, like he's up there in age, so like for him
Right.
to be
Okay.
Batman.
So I don't know if this is what they're doing, but there's this animated movie called The Flashpoint Paradox, and it's amazing. It's like Flash goes back in time and like saves his mother, but then that like creates a ripple effect to where the whole world changes. And in this universe, Bruce Wayne dies, and it's Thomas Wayne that becomes Batman. And it's his mother, Martha Wayne, becomes the Joker. And so and in this universe, like Batman kills motherfuckers. And so I'm hoping that Michael Keaton plays Thomas Wayne as Batman, and he's just blasted dudes. He's got like 245s on the hips and just smokes people. So I mean, I think that would be amazing, but I don't know if that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, as long as
if you haven't seen that, man, if you haven't seen that, check that out. Flashpoint Paradox, it's amazing.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out, dude. I mean, I got nothing better to do. Like he says, like everything's closed,
Right,
so might as well, right?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, dude. But like as long as they do it right, I'll be fine. But my biggest gripe with the DC universe, they're thinking about replacing Henry Cavill, and in my opinion, Henry Cavill is the best Superman that's ever been. Man is still so underrated.
Yes.
So like,
man, it is, man.
Yeah.
And like, yes, like the whole point, like I love how they had him kill Zod. You know, it's like the whole thing is like that's the only person from his world who like lived. You know what I mean? And he has to kill him to save Earth. Like that just like sets up like Superman being, like the amazing protector of Earth. It's like he has to kill the one thing that links him to his past. Like yeah, man, I really like I like it for sure.
And like a plus, I liked how they made him like more human. You know what I mean? Like more relatable. Because I feel like in like the 80s movies, like it's it's cheesy, but at the same time they made him OP as hell. In terms of Man of Steel, like they made him relatable, and I feel like that's like why like a lot of people like superhero movies, like the Marvel movies, because like they're superheroes, they're fiction, but at the same time they add that human quality to them. So like
it's because Marvel makes it a little bit funny.
Yeah,
like Marvel will like throw like jokes in, and you're like, oh, like hey, like DC seems to be like so like dark. They're like trying to do like the whole like darkness. I guess the Green Lantern ruined all the jokes. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna do any jokes now because the Green Lantern or some shit. But whatever.
But I mean, hey, as long as they're doing right. Speaking of DC, did you watch the new Wonder Woman? I still have to get to that. So like,
I haven't.
I don't know, because I've been hearing mixed reviews, and I'm like, should I watch it?
I heard it was the worst comic book movie ever. But then it's also like hard to trust anybody's reviews because I'll see some shit that I'm like, nah, that wasn't great, and everybody's like, oh, that was amazing. So
Yeah.
it's weird. I mean, I'll check it out, but it's not on the top of my list.
And it sucks too, because I feel like now like Marvel and DC fanboys are fighting against each other. So like that's kind of like skewing the reviews now. So like,
Yeah.
you know, some people have a preference to Marvel, some people have a preference to DC. So like whatever movie comes out, they're like, nah, man, that sucks.
Right. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. Yes. It's like if you released that movie like 20 years ago, like people would be losing their fucking minds, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Nah, man, that was garbage." What are you talking about?
Definitely, bro. But dude, I don't want to take more of your time. I really appreciate you doing another interview, and like it's like us fanboying about like movies and stuff. And
Hell
like you
yeah.
said, like dude, you know, I can speak for everyone that you've done interviews, all your fans. Dude, we're hyped to see you back in there. We're hyped to see you get another fight bonus, dude. So guys, February 27th, Kevin Croom, Alex Caceres. So Kevin, before you go, you want to plug in your social media so people can go and follow you?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm on social at Kevin Croom _ UFC. I'm mostly on Instagram. I got a podcast on Spotify, All Out of Bubblegum podcast, because I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum,
Yes,
and I'm
sir.
all out of bubblegum. So it's just ass kicking. Let's go. It's just me and my friends being silly and talking shit. So if you're into silly goose times, then be silly goose with us.
Yes, sir. Hey, like I
Hell
said,
yeah.
Kevin, like I said, thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
I hope you have a good one. And to everyone watching, peace.
Rock and roll, man. Have a good one. Thanks.
You too, brother. See ya.
My man. Thank you.
Thank you,
All
bro.
right. Bye.
Bye.